Okay, so let's do one of these less than problems. So, and I noticed that most of them you're missing here are less than problems. So, a population of values has a normal distribution with the population mean equal to 211.1 and the population standard deviation equal to 33.6. You intend to draw a random sample size of n equals 210. Find the probability that a sample of size 210 is randomly selected with a mean less than 206.2. All right, now when we see that the mean is less than, greater than, or between values, we want to use that second z-score formula. All right, so the x bar that we're going to use is 206.2. So let's go over here to a blank sheet. Z is 206.2 will go first, and then we want the population mean next. So that's going to be 211.1. 211.1. And that's divided by sigma divided by the square root of our sample size. So for us, 33.6 divided by the square root of 210. So 33.6 divided by the square root of 210. All right, now let's put this into our calculator, starting with the top. That gives negative 4.9 on the top, and then I'll put 33.6 divided by the square root of 210. That is 2.318620279. Be careful that you don't round off too soon. And then let's divide these two out. That gives me 2.12247,984. Now, probably we don't need to put all of this in order to find our probability. I'll take it to about 5 decimal places. And I'm going to use Excel to get a more exact value. So to use Excel, we'll do equal norm.s.dist, and we're going to put this c value in. I'm going to put it in as 2. Oh, and this should be negative. I just realized that somehow I lost my negative when I put it in the calculator. This should be negative 2.1224. Let's just call it negative 2.1224, or really 225. So negative 2.1225. Negative 2.1225. And then we put the word true, close it, and hit enter. And there's our probability, 0.016898. And I don't know what it asked us to round it to over here. It looks like 3 decimal places. So we would round that one to 0.017. Now realize this asks for the probability that our mean is less than. And when we put something into Excel or we use the chart from our book, it always gives us the value for less than. So that 0.0137 was actually the answer. If this had been a greater than symbol, we would then take that 0.0137 and subtract it from 1 to get the greater than.